AD, you mentioned a couple of days ago, you saw good moments on both ends of the floor in the preseason. It was just a matter of time to see if it would translate to the regular season, obviously. With tonight, what stood out to you most? For
a team that averages 120 last year, holding them to 103. I think our defensive game plan, we executed, just trying to figure out ways to manipulate the game. Made it tough for Ant. He got some good looks. But for the most part, I think we just made it tough for him, making him shoot contested twos and threes. But I think that our effort and energy coming out, was really phenomenal. And we just kind of sustained that for 48 minutes.
I know you've seen a lot throughout your career, but JJ mentioned even over the last few days, you guys have installed a lot. How do you feel? JJ, installed a lot. How do you feel like you guys were able to balance that throughout tonight?
Yeah, the game plan, the schemes that he have on both ends of the floor. He trusts us. We trust him as far as what he teaches us, what he wants us to do on the floor on both ends, and it's our job to go execute it. I think we were very prepared tonight. Like I said, we executed the game plan to a T. I'm not going to tell you the game plan because I know Minnesota will probably be watching this and figure out how to try to beat us next time. But our game plan was elite, and we executed it, and able to get the win.
There was a moment there in the third quarter where you and Anthony had a little exchange after you had that.
When he wanted to punch me in the face?
Is that what he told you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, the air
went to do that.
But you don't know, but you're not someone that we see talk-ish.
Yeah.
This time you kind of did. Was there something behind that? Or that's just
That's my guy.
Okay.
No, that's my guy. I got the and one, and just competitive nature. He hate. Actually goes back to the Olympics. We talked about it, and he said, we're the team that he hates playing the most because we don't let him play. We make him pass the ball, and I got the and one on him, and screaming at him, and he just brotherly love. That's my guy. Call each other twin, same name, stuff like that. So it was nothing serious. No.
It is the team that was in the Western Conference Finals, and obviously they changed it to the roster, but a formidable team in the West, and you guys, from the second quarter on, kind of controlled the action. Mm-hmm. I asked JJ about it, and he's like, all we have right now is a team of players and coaches that have bought in, and we're trying to build something. So how, as one of the leaders of the team, how do you make sure everybody stays bought in, stays building, and this is not getting too high, I guess, off of.
No, and that's what he said. He told us, we're going to have games where we, win 5 in a row, games where stretches where we win 5 in a row, stretches where we lose 5 in a row. But we have to enjoy the process, we try to stay even keel, try to stay balanced. Obviously it's the first time you want to open a night since 16, and JJ's first win, you kind of just get that out the way. But, we're going to come in tomorrow, watch film and try to get better and get ready for Phoenix over the next couple of days. So we're not trying to, obviously, downplay, this moment. Obviously, starting off 1-0 is something that we haven't done since I've been here, since Bron's been here. So I think D'Lo might have been a rookie, maybe second year in the league, second year in the league or something like that. So, and having Julius was on that team as well. So, we enjoy it tonight, but then tomorrow we come back and get ready to get back to work and game plan for our next opponent.
Some players can be slow getting going. You had a huge game tonight, first game right off the bat. What's that feeling like? Do you normally come out big like you did tonight?
Just a carryover from the Olympics. I've had a summer where I got to play basketball. My body's feeling good. So I think that was just the main part, playing high level, playing high intensity with some great competition alongside some great players who just made me better, learning from them guys and, coming into camp ready to go, trusting the work that I put in all summer and just translating into the regular season games.
AD, as somebody who watched Bronny come up and who knows everything that he's gone through and who's also very good friends with Bron, what was it like seeing them share that moment on the court together tonight?
It was special. To be a part of it. I've been Fortunately, I've been a part of a lot of LeBron moments since I've been here. But that's a special moment. I mean, something that you think about, as a father. Obviously, I'm definitely not playing with my kids, but my boys are 3 years old, and I have no intention of playing with them. But to be able to, share that moment with them is monumental. Special for our team, but definitely special for them. We wanted that 3 to go in. Bron threw it to him. We wanted, obviously that to go in, but just looking, at them checking in at the same time at the scores table, gave me like a little chills. It was just like, you see it in preseason, whatever, but we wasn't really at home, and to do it in front of this crowd, just so everybody standing up and take it was a special moment, and this is the first time we had a LeBron moment that was, something huge, and we won. So every other thing we always lost. So
LeBron, you've talked about the main thing being the main thing for a long time. You won the game, but also just the moment with you and Bronny. How did that all hit you in the context of everything tonight?
Obviously, mission number one was for us to come out and play well and win. I don't think. No, I don't. It's my first win on opening night as a Laker, so I wanted to get that done. And I think as a team, we came and played, as close to 48 minutes to a complete game as we've played in a while. So that was great. The game within the game, obviously, that moment, us being at the scores table together and checking in together, something I will never forget. No matter how old I get, no matter how my memory may fade as I get older or whatever, I will never forget that moment. And then also, my daughter, his little sister, her turning 10, it's like all the, everything was just great today for me. Everything was great. From the moment I woke up, I saw my daughter before she went to school, and went to work, saw my son at work, get to the game, and just everything, man. Our whole family. It's a great moment for Laker Nation in the way we played tonight. Hopefully we continue to play that type of brand basketball all throughout the year, and then for our family, it was a big moment.
Bronny, as you guys made your way from the end of the bench to the scores table, the crowd seemed to kind of recognize what was going on slowly. And by the time you got there and kind of ripped off the warm-ups, did you get a chance to kind of take it all in before it was game time?
Yeah, I say so. I mean, try not to focus on everything that's going on around me, and try to focus on going in as a rookie and not trying to mess up. But yeah, I mean, I totally did feel the energy, and I appreciate the Laker Nation for showing the support for me and my dad.
LeBron, over here. I think I've asked you some version of this a couple times. There are only so many firsts left for you to accomplish in this game. How does this one hit differently than the others?
For obvious reasons. Obviously, this is the first time in this beautiful history of the NBA that has ever happened, where a father-son has been on the same floor, let alone be on the same team, to be able to grace the floor together. So that was just, I talked about it years and years ago, and for this moment to come, it's pretty cool. I don't know that it's going to actually hit the both of us for a little minute, where we really get to sit back and go, oh, sheesh, that was pretty crazy. So, but in the moment, like you said, we still had a job to do when we checked in. We wasn't trying to make it a circus. We wasn't trying to make it about us. We wanted to make it about the team. And for us to go out there and continue to play the game, the brand of basketball that the coaching staff and our teammates wanted us to play, we kept the main thing while we was on the floor, and that was good for all of us.
LeBron, AD joked that he thinks this is the first time you guys won a game that you had a milestone in, and then kind of referenced that's sometimes taken away from the moment. What did winning this game and just like the result add to the experience?
Yeah, I think he said it on starting five too. Some of the behind the scenes, like every time you accomplish something we lose, you need to figure it out. So, we figured it out tonight. To be able to have that moment, like I said, but more importantly, as cool as that was for us to win too. Like this is a winning business, and we happy was able to get off to a good start.
LeBron, AD's 36 points were the most by a Laker in a season opener, I think like 17 years. What did you think of just the process of keeping him involved offensively throughout the entire game?
He is the main focal point for us offensively and defensively. We got to make sure we continue to give him the ball. I think the coaching staff and JJ, they do a great job of always putting him in positions where him being a recipient of the offense. And, when AD has it going, it's our job as the ball handlers to continue to feed him, find him. And, but AD did what AD does tonight. I mean, with 36, 16, 3 blocks, 4 assists, steal, and only 1 turnover with all the usage that he had tonight. It's a big time.
Over here, Bronny. Your dad said something to the effect in his walk-off interview of this game has taken a lot, I've lost a lot in terms of time, and I get to gain a little bit of it back now that he's getting to play alongside you. What's your vantage point of that, of seeing him gone, and then also everything that you've been through to get to this moment?
I'd say at the same time that he's gone away doing his job, that I'm, doing my own basketball. So, I've been able to get through that by, from the love of the game, just going out there and being able to play by myself. I've noticed it for sure. It's a lot of time that we haven't had together, but it's just all part of what we love to do, and there's nothing we can do about that. So yeah, it's a great feeling to be together for what we love to do.
And did you get the cereal out of your car?
Thank God that wasn't my car.
Hey, LeBron.
He has multiple cars now. He opened that one and then got in another one.
Hey, LeBron. Do you remember what it felt like in that moment, your NBA debut, and what Bronny was feeling tonight? And can you explain that feeling?
Yeah, I definitely remember that moment. It was very stressful. It was very stressful for me. Didn't get much sleep the night before. Didn't get much sleep during my pregame nap. I was extremely nervous. I felt the world of the game of basketball on my shoulders, and I felt like kind of pretty much everyone besides my family and friends wanted me to fail. And I just kind of channeled that in. I kind of was just very quiet the day of the game, and all the way up until the ball went up in the air for the tip ball. I was nervous. My stomach was turning, whatever the case may be. So, but once the game started, I guess the rest is history. You can kind of go back and rewatch that game if you want to. The rest is history. But it was definitely a moment that I felt I was very anxious. I was very excited about the possibility and the moment of actually being an NBA player, because it was something I always dreamed about. And to be out there on the floor with other NBA players was a dream come true for me.
Last two, Rachel, and then we'll end with Joe.
Bronny, do you remember a particular game early on when you were a kid where you were either watching your dad or watching a game on TV when you're like, I want to do that?
Watching that 2016 series was just like, that was just the craziest basketball I've ever seen firsthand. So like that, I'd also say before I got to the Lakers in France, the Serbia game that we watched was nuts. So both of those were like, dang, this is a crazy sport. Like I would really want to be a part of this. So yeah, that's some special moments for both of us.
Last question, Joe.
Those are two pretty good ones. Bronny, what did you think about how it went for you tonight when you were out there?
I felt pretty good. It's a little anxious going into it. Like you said, that first game stepping onto the court, it's a little nerve wracking, but once I stepped on the court, got up and down a couple times, it all went away. So yeah, I felt pretty good. Not much to it.
Good, Chris? Yep. Hey, Rui, JJ mentioned a couple things like the turnover difference from, I think Minnesota had forced the fewest last year was 8. You guys only had 7. The offensive rebounds and then just the team defense. How did you feel like you executed on what were clearly part of the game plan?
Yeah, I think tonight we did what we're supposed to do, and I think right before the game we talked about that too. JJ told us that, if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to win this game. So, yeah, we are more focused on us. We focus on us and our basketball, our system, our, what we want to do, and that's why we got this win. So it was good.
Yeah, Rui, a lot of your offense came early, kind of taking advantage of their coverages, and I wondered what you saw there. And then as Anthony Davis kind of kept going and found his rhythm to get to 36, what did you make of his game overall?
Yeah, for me, I was just trying to be more aggressive. I think we talk about Julius Randle. He sometimes he just standing and stuff. So we talk about we gotta kind of use that. I can be the screener. I can be the corner to kind of attack the rim and stuff. So yeah, I think we did that. And AD, of course, AD's he was being aggressive. He was so aggressive, offensively, defensively, everything he did it. So yeah, it was good.
Rui, how would you evaluate you said your goal was to be more aggressive out the gate. How would you evaluate kind of your performance tonight and how you want to expound upon that as the season goes on?
Yeah, just me and as coaches been talk about, my just the offensively, just been doing. I think they want me to do like whatever I've been doing it, but defensively, they want me to be more aggressive on the rebounds and stuff. So I think that's the key for me, because if I get the rebounds, I can push the balls and all that. So I think I can get in the rhythm. So and then crash with the offensive rebound too. That's going to be my next step, and I think I want to keep doing that.
Rui, first off, I like the humble responses, but you were being aggressive at that rim too as well. You got 2 dunk-ons too as well, and then talk about like how it's been for you with JJ. Offense looked a lot different. Ball was moving. D'Lo being unselfish too as well. A lot more extra passes. Just talk about those 2 things.
Yeah, I think that's what we've been working on. I think our systems is what we can kind of bring our strengths. Each players, especially now this starting 5. We can literally everybody can score. From any time. So I think we're using that, and JJ has been doing those plays that we can kind of play for each other, and I think it's been working. So I think we got to keep doing that.
Last one.
Oh no.
Rui, the game was kind of close until that second quarter where things opened up. In your opinion, what caused that shift in the game for the Lakers to take over in that second quarter?
I think defense. It was the defense. I think we are more locked in on the defense, especially Anthony Edwards. He was isolating the ball, but I think we were in a shift. We were trying to help each other's, and we got a defense rebounds, and we're just like running around. I think that was a good. And our first break was, amazing too. So I think that was the key.
Thanks, Rui.
Thank you.
I wish.
JJ, wanted to start with just the game that Anthony Davis had on both ends and how that kind of anchored what you're able to do and what you were trying to run on offense and defense.
I mean, AD was phenomenal tonight. Felt like he attacked the game the right way. He was patient. There were times, and I've said this, like we're trying to look for throw-aheads after misses and makes, and there's times he's just going to be trailing the play and we're attacking early, and he may go 3 or 4 possessions without getting it, and that doesn't mean we call play for him and he forces a shot. He doesn't, he just plays the game the right way. But I thought overall, beyond just him anchoring our defense, our guys really did a phenomenal job of executing our game plan. We installed a lot in the last 3 days. And it was a little bit opponent specific, but it was also just, we had, 21 days of preseason to get all of our installs in. And so we kind of delayed installing some stuff, and we practiced it. We walked through it. We did some more today. That's really encouraging as a coach and for our coaching staff that our guys can pick stuff up and then go execute it, not on the fly, but after having just a few reps. And as far as like the specific game plan, I just thought our coaching staff across the board was really thoughtful about how we wanted to defend these guys. And outside of a few long rebounds there in the third quarter that they got, and I thought our guys maybe leaked out a little bit, and we didn't dive on the floor one possession. They competed all night, and that's fun to coach when your team is competing at that level.
JJ, you've been big on process, and I know you guys didn't shoot the three the way that you probably wanted tonight, but you guys only took 6 shots, 6 2-pointers outside the paint. What did you think of the shot quality overall that you were able to generate?
Yeah, we were able to get good shots in the paint, and that you can want to shoot a lot of threes, but if you're getting good shots in the paint, that's good offense for us, particularly with the players we have that are taking those shots. AR, D'Lo, LeBron and AD obviously, but Rui was great tonight. In terms of the process of generating threes, look, the paint was open in the second half. We took, I think, 19 threes in the first half, which is right on pace to kind of where we want to be for our season average in terms of a full game. And we got great looks. And there was even some threes there in the second half that I thought were wide open, and we just couldn't knock them down. I'm going to send in a request for the league tomorrow that we can play with worn-in basketballs. I'm not sure why we're playing in real games. I'm being dead serious. I'm not sure why we're playing in real games with brand new basketballs. Anybody who's ever touched an NBA ball brand new, it's a different feel and touch than a worn-in basketball. I didn't realize it till a timeout. There was a long rebound. I grabbed it. I was like, what? Why are we playing with this ball? Give the guys the opportunity to pick a good basketball. You think I'm joking?
No, I'm positive.
I'm neurotic.
I'm positive you're not joking. There's been a lot of talk from guys, role players, D'Lo specifically, about figuring out ways to impact the game when shots aren't going in. What did you see on that front from those guys tonight? It seemed like everybody at one point or another had a hand in it, even if the ball wasn't going in, because it was new.
Yeah. Again, we asked them to compete at a high level and match their physicality. Those were big talking points over the last couple of days. And for the most part, I thought our guys did that really well, D'Lo included. We switched a lot. We, at times, had Anthony Edwards on an island, and at times we doubled him. But all our guys competed, and that's really all we're asking.
And just to follow up, you guys played Bronny with LeBron tonight. Why did you decide to do it the way you did? What did you think of it? And you'd mentioned all along that you thought it'd be cool to be a part of it. Did that hit you at all, even in kind of the battle of competition?
In the battle of competition, I was wondering during a dead ball why everybody started cheering so loud, and then I realized what was happening, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. We felt like, in terms of the feel of the game, being able to play those last few minutes with those two guys together. AR was on the floor, AD was on the floor, obviously LeBron was on the floor. It presented an opportunity for Bronny. He's played well, he's competed throughout preseason, just to give him a chance to get a go in a regular season game. He had a mismatch and Randall hit a tough 2 on him, but other than that, he played well.
JJ, another emphasis that you got that you mentioned early on was possession battle. Tonight you guys had more offensive rebounds, fewer turnovers down the line. Is that did you just kind of see the formula? Is this something you can tell the guys, like, this is the formula, even when shots are going down, that we can rely on consistently?
It's the very first thing I said to our team. We have to be better in the possession battle. Here's how. And they did that tonight. I believe Max, our coaching analytics coach, he said Minnesota, the least amount of turnovers they forced last year was 8. And we came in with 7, and obviously the offensive rebounds was a huge part. Got to the free throw line. AD did a great job of that. We put ourselves in a position to win a basketball game because of that. We can offset bad shooting nights from 3 if we have more possessions.
JJ, we heard from you and up and down the roster a tone of respect for the opponent, and obviously what they did last year kind of speaks for what they're capable of. How do you think your group views themselves in terms of a group to be reckoned with?
My understanding of that is that they are bought into the fact that this is a process, and we're not going to compete for a championship right now. We have buy-in from our players. We have buy-in from our coaching staff. That's all we want right now.
Rachel.
Hello.
Hey, Rachel.
Is this a water bottle shower from the team?
Unfortunately.
And what was it like for you coaching your first official NBA game, especially in a building where you played so much?
It was awesome. Gabe and I were talking right before the national anthem. I said, "Hey, how you feeling?" He said, "I feel great. I feel clear-minded. How are you feeling?" I said, I feel great. I feel clear-minded. No jitters. Like, you feel the juice and the energy from it, but it felt comfortable and natural and all that. Again, I'm very fortunate. I've said this a number of times. I'm very fortunate that I have the staff that I have, and I have the players that I have that I get to coach. I'm very grateful for all of that.
Having a little trouble understanding this part. Were you guys targeting the end of the first half for Bronny tonight? And then if you weren't, when did you figure out that would be the time?
Yeah, we were feeling out the game, and it was going to be towards the end of the first half, and the game presented an opportunity for him to get some minutes.
Thanks, Coach.